Hey y'all, back for another week. It's me, Nia.
And it's Shael,
You know what
and
it is.
this is
Chat
Chat
in
in
the
the Tea.
tea. Chat
Chat
in
in, chat in, chat in the tea.
for you and me. For us to see that time don't even be what it really even be.
And that's what we talking about today. Time.
Time, man.
Time, you guys.
You know what? The first thing of time that really comes to mind is that song Insane by Summer Walker. Time ain't even real. You really need to chill. It's all an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't tell no lies on that song. She dead
I
ass,
love that.
you know? Really need to chill. And I feel like it's one of those things, especially us women, how we grow up and we literally set out like time frames like of ages of like the things that we want to accomplish. And now we're
Mhm.
at that said age and it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
humbled real fast. Like
Yeah.
it's not even at all what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I thought I was going to be married with kids by now and having a house. Like
Yeah.
when I was in high school thinking of this age.
And it's interesting to think of because I feel like our parents were at that time. Like that
Yeah.
was literally like their timeline. So it's like obviously growing up, we want to follow their timeline. We want to follow like it makes sense. But our generation is so different where it's just like
Yeah.
maybe we're just a little bit more selfish as well too.
We are in a good way
In a good way.
too. But I agree with that because I'm 27. So my mom would have had both of me and my brother now at this time.
Wow.
Yeah, because I think she was 25 when she had Christian.
Hmm.
And then she had me when she was like 26, 27.
Wow.
Because we're only a year and a half apart.
And it's like so interesting, like especially like just how life was back then.
Yeah.
'Cause I couldn't even imagine. And even like I want to say my mom had me at 32. I can't even imagine having no kid at 32. But like
No.
that honestly, I think to be honest with you, that time actually makes the most sense for people that do want to have kids. Like save their 20s to have fun, live their adult life, and then in their 30s it's like, okay, time to lock down and really settle
Yeah.
down.
So true.
But even then, I'm like 30s is just times two for 20, like my next 20s.
Yeah. For real. But then it's like also it's so crazy because time just feels like it's slow, but also fast.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, shoot, like 30, and it's like I also wanna, I don't know. I'm just thinking about like things I would want to accomplish, but I know when I get there, it will all make sense of everything I accomplish at certain ages, and it's gonna be like, oh yeah, this is the right time, this is the right time.
You know,
But I feel like in my head, I'm like, fuck, like I'm about to be 30, next thing you know, I'm gonna be 40, and then it's gonna be 50, this, that, and then time for my retirement plan.
no dead ass. And I feel like it's just like so interesting because once we really take time out of it, I feel like you don't need like genuinely when you take time out of anything, especially like your goals, just like things you're looking forward to, like
Yeah,
it's so humbling to like where you get to when you really just let it go and just allow things to happen and allow things to just move on its own. And like you're still achieving your goals, but it's maybe just not on your timeline, not in the
yeah,
timing that you expect because of the lessons that you need to go through during the time that like I really
yeah.
believe that, like, in order to get to the things that you want to do, you have to learn the lessons that it takes for you to get there.
So
And I
true.
think that when we're so focused on the timing of it, we forget that. We forget that, like, at the end of the day, we are like, fuck, like, even going back to like our conversation like of last week of like you feeling like you're not to where you're at, but it's like in order like you can't get there because you haven't had the lessons
Mm-hmm.
to get there yet.
Yeah,
There's certain lessons that you still need to undergo and go through. And I
so
think it's
true.
all a mental thing at the end of the day.
Yep, exactly. And it's crazy. We just like we're at that age now, people are getting pregnant too. And I was thinking that as well, like earlier today, how just the age that I'm at right now and what I'm dealing with right now, just as a human being and things I'm experiencing, I'm just like, bro, like if I had a kid with me of just the stuff I'm going through now and trying to work on, progress and heal, I would be a terrible mom. I wouldn't be the
Bro.
mom that I would want to be, that I
But then
envision myself.
again, but then again, you don't know that because you're not living that. And I feel like a lot of the lessons that you would have with that child,
Yeah, but
you
there will
know
be
what
a
I'm
lot of
saying?
though, like not good things too, because realistically, like
Mhm.
if I know I'm behind on bills right
Yeah.
now and I end up being pregnant, that's now treating a kid and dealing with the bills I have. It's kind of like having a pet. When people be
Yeah.
like, fuck, like I shouldn't have gotten a pet right now. And that's why a lot of pets get put back up to adoption and stuff
Yeah.
because
Because you're not ready.
they weren't ready and they couldn't afford it and stuff. And it's like, yeah, you do build this certain thing when you become a mom because like now, yeah, you can't be selfish anymore, but it just stops you from a lot of things. Like a lot of plans that you had is now going to be delayed. They can always still come true and stuff. It's just now it's going to take a little bit longer because now you got a very important thing that has to now be put first
Yeah.
before your dreams, you know, like for it to be healthy and successful as well, you know. Also, do you hear that motorcycle? Oh, thank God.
Mhm.
Good.
That's like I'm really
Because
trying
that
to
thing
tune in to hear
is
it. I'm like,
loud.
it's okay. That's how I feel about my laptop, just making it
Hmm.
sound. I'm like, anybody else hear that?
Yep. But yeah, I'm just like,
You. I think that's why too. Another thing, maybe I'm just right now. I'm just so anti kids. I'm like, no, no, I should be having kids. Nobody else should be having kids. I just
hmm
feel like no, like I just genuinely feel like we're just not ready. I feel like and like I said, maybe like that is some people's lessons that they are supposed to go through to figure out their life is to have kids and to, help honor their inner child. I do believe that. However, that's not my story. That's not my case. I just, I just, I just feel like, yeah, no, we're just not ready. I feel like this generation's truly not ready to have kids right now. I think just because of what I see on social media, I just we got bigger fish to fry than having these kids right now.
hmm So true. Yeah, I know. I feel like I've been thinking of so many like different types of side hustles right now that I want to do. And also, I was listening to this reading how it was like it's time to go full force with your career. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah. And I have so many just ideas to like I'm gonna do a photo shoot with one of my friends next week, which I just remember because I want to make a little vision board for that. And then um what was it? I'm trying to do a photo shoot for myself next month, you guys. Like fingers crossed it turns out the way I'm envisioning it, which
Mm.
I think it will with the person I'm wanting to work with. And I'm also putting out like a small little business thing I want to do. And I think I want to upload it tomorrow, maybe. If not tomorrow, then like a Friday or something. But yeah, like I'm just too selfish and I could want to
Yeah.
continue to be selfish of putting myself first and all that. And yeah, I don't know.
That- yeah, I just you just got to keep going with the journey because even when it don't even make sense, and I feel like too, like that's another place where I'm like right now, I feel like life ain't really making sense, and I'll just tell myself like, well, it's not supposed to make sense to you, and when it don't make sense, I feel like I'm really in more in alignment than anything else. When things
Yeah.
don't make sense, I really feel like I'm in alignment. Um, and you just got to keep going,
Yeah.
you know. Um, and take away time.
Yeah.
That's the best thing I can really say is just take away that time. No, don't not allowing time to consume your brain
Yeah.
because it can be the downfall for you, especially
Yeah.
if you're holding on to it. Um,
See, I don't know. Let me know if you want to add this to the podcast. Remember, you were dating that guy, and then you was like thinking, like, maybe I will have kids. The first one when you moved to LA. I mean, Atlanta.
oh, was this the one that was the Turkish guy?
Yeah, you're ready to change religion.
Oh, y'all. Y'all, this is the whole point of saying you just never know what life is gonna do. That's why I gotta let go of time, bro. Because I that was that shit that shit when was that, bro? That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, this was 2 years
2 years ago.
ago.
I was about to change my whole life. Stop smoking, stop drinking, stop. I really don't report
Everything,
anyways, but
everything.
y'all, I was about to be a Muslim.
Yeah.
Not that, not that there's nothing wrong with it. But my whole point of being it was just like, dang, like, at that time was like, wow, like
It was different. Time was different.
time was different. But now, like you say this shit to me, I'm like, bro, you're crazy. I would never do that. But again, if I had a man truly like to give me the world,
Yeah.
I would reconsider, maybe not changing religions. But I would consider. I would
Yeah,
consider
just learning about
that.
the religion.
Well, I'm always down to learn about the religion. I just mean like
Yeah.
doing small things as far as like maybe not small, maybe not drink. Um, maybe give
Yeah,
a
because
kid.
that can be
Man,
for
I don't know.
anything, like just your life,
Yeah,
just, and
exactly.
stuff. But
Bro, that was funny.
oh my gosh, that was really funny.
That was a time. That was
That was, that was, because
but
I was
those are
like,
good
shoot.
lessons too, because man, y'all, I wish that y'all was fly on the walls for this situation. Like,
Oh yeah.
man's just moved to Atlanta from Turkey. He had a roster of women, but he was like, I just think it's so disgusting, like dating multiple women, da 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 da. Like I all right. As I was
You
saying,
back.
we had a slight technical difficulty, but we're back. But as I was saying, this man he had multiple rosters, y'all. But he at the end of the day was um, like I'm looking for a wife. Now, mind you, I'm like, okay, he's Turkish, he's low key kind of fob. So I'm like, he's cute, like very innocent. Then come to find out, like he's playing all the girls of Atlanta, the fucking damn near. And then you know, this is how time isn't real and how like things can happen like that. Because I did this prayer to God, you do that one like let go prayer. I was like, all right, God, do what you need to do. Allow me to see what I need to see. Do what you need to do so I can dip up out of there to Peru.
Hmm.
So literally, y'all, like I did the prayer that night. And then the next morning I woke up to a DM from this girl asking if I'm talking to this guy.
Yeah, we were
That shit
gagged,
was
bro.
so crazy. I was like, damn, that worked fast. And thank
Fast.
God it was one of those things where it's just I dipped in my feelings weren't too into it. But I also just feel like too when your feelings be so into it as well, like I really truly feel like this is a superpower, and that's why I can't feel bad for others that can't leave because I feel like we all know, even if we don't want to, like we can all leave. We all have the capacity and the willpower to leave. It's just you really choose if you want to or not.
Yeah.
I can't feel bad because I've been into that position too many times and every time I've left. Even when I didn't want to leave, even when it hurt
Yeah.
so fucking bad. Like you just have to leave.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
I think it's because you love yourself way
Yes.
more like than anything. Like you just put yourself first. And a
Mm.
lot of those people don't. I think they don't fully love themselves and they don't put their needs first before others. They put other people before them.
Yeah. But
And
I
it's
used to be the
sad.
same way too. Like, and but that's the thing though. I think it's just I used to be the same exact way.
Yeah.
I used to be the same exact way. I used to be with somebody back in high school 2015 that would literally be like, I'm gonna unalive
Yeah.
myself if you leave. Like I was in that. And I maybe because I was young and I had to experience that at a young age. But I just like
Probably you had to deal with a lot at a young age with that
yeah,
because he was like very controlling, you
yeah.
know? And so you remembered how that felt. So you were like, I'm not entering my adult years with that.
And thank God it was an online experience, not in real life.
Yeah, thank
I
God
think
we were not close at that time because I would have been hanging up that phone every single time. I would have been cussing that person out. I don't know who the fuck you think you are. Like, what you gonna do to me? Fly over here? You don't know where I live.
no, literally. That what a time, bro. That was an experience and a time.
Crazy. That's gonna
But
be
yeah,
another podcast episode.
we can definitely get into that. Shoot, we might even invite them on if they brave enough to show face. But
That would be
that
crazy.
would be crazy. Um,
What a cliffhanger.
like, are we gonna actually show face this time?
What a transition.
Beanie off. Anyways, who knows? You never know you never know what time will go. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
I
Like,
think that
so
episode would go viral.
that shit would go crazy. That'd be like an episode of Catfish.
Yeah.
Like when they would reunite
Yeah,
together and they're seeing each other for the first time.
bro.
But the guy
That's
gets used to
crazy.
FaceTime all the time. But people are creative. They'll get you. They'll definitely get you. But with time, you learn a lot.
Yes.
Really do. You learn a lot of experiences and you know for the next time in the future to not do those things
Mm-hmm.
or how to avoid it.
Yeah.
If you do see it, how to avoid it,
Yeah.
you
So
know?
true.
So yeah, I think people need to really wake up, even if it's good or bad. I think people need to wake up and realize that, the time that you are experiencing on this earth is the things that you need to understand and learn for your
Hmm.
journey.
Yeah.
It's just constant because I look back and I laugh at everything, but I don't regret anything because that's part of the journey. That's part of what I was supposed to go through and understand and learn. And that's why I'm here in this moment today, being able to
Hmm.
talk to y'all about it. So, yeah,
Yep. So true. Well, I don't know about you, but I think the tea's getting kind of cold.
the tea's getting a little cold, and so are our hearts.
We
Hearts are a
became cold. Yep.
for others outside of ourselves that is
Hmm.
on other timing than ours. That's not in alignment with ours. So,
Period. Well,
but
okay. Well, we will be talking to you guys next week on
yeah.
Chat in the Tea.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Peace.